Stop everything you are doing right now. Drop the burdens, release the stress, because the heavens have paused. God sent me to deliver this message directly to your spirit, directly to your soul. This is not casual viewing. This is a divine mandate, a spiritual emergency broadcast specifically for the one whose DNA vibrates at the frequency of the stars. You feel this urgency in your chest, don't you? That's not anxiety. That is recognition. That is the angelic fire within you acknowledging the truth. You are the one they feared. They feared your birth. They feared your waking. They feared this moment right now when you finally hear the word. Before we proceed, before the full power of this transmission is unlocked, you must seal the portal. This is the key. This is the activation code that tells the universe, I am ready to receive. I want you to stop and type the sacred frequency 520 into the comments right now. Do it quickly, 5 to 20. That is the vibration of immediate spiritual activation, the seal that blocks the jealous spirit from hijacking this blessing. Type 520, seal the word, activate the prophecy. Now look at your life, look at the chaos. They told you it was bad luck. They told you it was poor decisions. They lied, they lied, they lied. Your life has been a relentless spiritual siege because you are not human, you are not average, you are a threat. The darkness recognizes power, and when they look at you, they don't see a mere person struggling. They see a towering archangel who simply forgot their name and their true mission. Your soul memory has been dormant, but the spiritual battle surrounding you proves exactly who you are. The enemy does not waste time attacking the weak. They only target the king. They only target the queen. They only target the chosen one. They tried to kill you in the womb, and they failed. They tried to confuse you in childhood, and they failed. They tried to destroy your finances, destroy your health, destroy your relationships, and they failed. They failed. They failed. They failed. Because you were stamped with a signet of divine protection before you ever took your first breath on this physical plane. You are too dangerous to ignore. The inferno of hell trembles when you roll over in your sleep. When you finally grasp the truth of your identity, the darkness loses its leverage forever. This is why you must listen. You have walked through fires that should have incinerated you. Financial disasters, betrayals that should have broken your mind, sicknesses that targeted the very core of your existence. But you are still standing. Why? Because the enemy's intention is worthless against your protective shield. Think back. Remember that moment, that specific spiritual attack, that moment when a curse was launched with lethal intent, aimed directly at your heart chakra, aimed at your destiny. The witch cackled, the demon rejoiced. But what happened? I need you to visualize this with me. See the dark energy, the psychic sludge, racing toward you. It hits your spiritual chest, and instead of penetrating, instead of embedding itself in your aura, it hits a massive, unseen wall of radiant, pure light. It hits and it bounces. It recoils immediately, smashing back against the sender. They tried to send sickness, and sickness returned to their house. They tried to send poverty, and poverty consumed their plans. They tried, but they failed. They failed because you are carrying the original signet ring of Michael, the warrior archangel. Your chest is not flesh. It is celestial titanium forged in the throne room of the Almighty. This spiritual recoil is your signature. This inability of the curse to land is the proof you are the one they feared. The divine validation is what matters now. Listen closely. I was shown a vision. I was taken high above the earth, where the golden light is so thick it feels like liquid oil. And there stood a council, not of men, but of ancient, powerful beings. Your brothers and sisters Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, and they were speaking of you. They were looking down, watching your struggle, watching your resilience. They were not worried about your survival. They were proud of your fight. Gabriel spoke, his voice like 1,000 trumpets, and he said, "She fights well. She remembers enough." Raphael nodded, illuminating your healing gifts, confirming that every time you lifted a hand to help another, you were fulfilling your ancient mandate. And then, the voice of the Father, a sound so pure it shattered the silence of eternity, simply said, "They tried to extinguish my flame, but my chosen one only burns brighter in the storm. You are protected. You are guarded. You are surrounded by legions of light beings whose sole mission is to ensure you complete your task. They are standing behind you right now, cloaked in silent silver armor. Feel that warmth on your back. That is their presence. Understand this. Your current pain is not punishment. It is calibration. It is the friction necessary to scrub away the human programming so the Archangel blueprint can be fully activated. You are here on a secret mission. You took an oath before you came down, an oath to break specific generational curses, to anchor pure light into the darkest regions of this timeline. And you are doing it. You are doing it perfectly, even when you feel lost, even when the enemy whispers that you are worthless. They whisper because they know the truth. They know that if you fully step into this power, if you remember the shield on your chest, the battle is over for them. They fear the moment you stop doubting yourself. They fear the day you look them in the eye and say, "I am an archangel. I am protected, and your curses are dust." Your biggest sign that you are an incarnated archangel is the sheer weight of responsibility you carry, the impossible pressure to fix everything, the deep-seated inability to tolerate injustice. This is not an ego trip. This is inherited divine programming. Your standards are astronomical because you remember the perfection of the higher realms. You remember what true peace feels like, and you refuse to settle for the brokenness of this dimension. This is the Archangel signature. You are constantly trying to purify the planet because that is your job description. You are the cosmic janitor of darkness. You are the light anchor, and that makes you a walking, breathing threat to the status quo of spiritual mediocrity. You were given the gift of discernment, a weapon sharper than any sword. This is why people cannot lie to you. This is why you feel the energy in a room 5 minutes before you enter it. You walk into a place, and you immediately know who is authentic and who is cloaked in deception. This clarity is terrifying to the shadow workers. They try to gaslight you. They try to convince you that your perception is wrong. They tried to dim that light. They tried to muddy that water, but they failed. They failed. They failed. Your insight remains pristine because it is the eyes of the angel looking through your human eyes. Trust what you see. Trust what you feel. That gut feeling is your archangel guidance system speaking directly to you. It will never fail you. Another sign, a massive one, is the intense, isolating loneliness that you have felt your entire life. You are surrounded by people, yet you feel like you are speaking a different language. You are living in a different time zone. This is the separation required for deep spiritual work. Archangels are solitary workers by nature, focusing on macro-level operations. Your soul did not incarnate to gossip or fit in. Your soul came down to wage war on behalf of the innocent, to shift the energetic grid of the planet. And frankly, your energetic frequency is so high, most human energy finds it jarring. You feel lonely because the Archangel requires space for divine contemplation. Embrace the solitude. That quiet space is where your power truly charges. Let us talk about the envy, the jealous spirits that constantly swarm your aura. When you succeed, when you find joy, when you finally take one step forward, suddenly there is drama, there is interference, there is sabotage. Why? Because the enemy knows that every small victory you achieve is a major defeat for their kingdom. They see the crown on your head, even if you are wearing rags. They see the light in your spirit, even if you are crying in the dark. They are jealous of your connection to the divine. They are jealous of your purpose. They are jealous of the fact that when you call on your protection, entire legions must retreat. You must stop seeing the envy as personal attack and start viewing it as a spiritual performance review. The intensity of the attack proves the magnitude of your mission. The more they hate, the more powerful you are. The more they whisper, the closer you are to your breakthrough. Let the envy fuel you. Let the jealousy be your confirmation that you are walking the path of the true chosen one. The Archangel does not shrink from the hate. The Archangel uses the negative energy as fuel to burn brighter. Now, Let the activation seal of 520 solidify within your spirit. Let that number become a shield, a constant reminder of the spiritual diagnosis we have confirmed today. You are not cursed. You are crowned. You are not struggling. You are training. You are an archangel incarnate, and the universe is watching every move you make with profound expectation and love. You are here to heal the healer. You are here to light the lighthouse. You are here to lead, even if you feel uncomfortable with the title. Leadership is not about commanding armies. It is about standing in your truth so fiercely that others have no choice but to adjust their frequency to meet yours. This is your power. This is your truth. This is the mandate delivered by the heavens. For too long, the shadow forces convinced you that your sensitivity was a weakness. They lied. They lied. They lied. Your deep empathy, your ability to feel the pain of the collective, is your greatest strategic advantage. That sensitivity is the tuning fork that allows you to hear the divine instruction clearly. When you feel overwhelmed, that is not fragility. That is simply the volume of the planet's suffering hitting your angelic receptor. Learn to filter it. Learn to use the light of your chest shield to transmute that pain into actionable purpose. The next phase of your mission requires you to step forward without hesitation. The old contracts of fear are being shredded right now. The chains of doubt are dissolving into cosmic dust. You were told you would fail. You were told you were worthless. The voices of discouragement were loud. They were constant. They were suffocating. But they were never the voice of the divine. Silence those whispers. You are the harbinger of a new timeline. You are the foundational rock upon which the new era will be built. You are the archangel who descended to bring heaven to earth. The biggest sign, the final, undeniable proof that you are the chosen one they feared, is this: despite everything, despite the betrayals, the dark nights of the soul, the attacks, you still have the capacity to love. You still try to help. You still seek justice. That unwavering spark of divine compassion is the archangel DNA. It is the signature of pure, unadulterated light that can never be extinguished. They tried to kill your light, but all they did was polish the diamond. So rise now. Shake off the dust of the lies. Remember the power of the curse that hit your chest and recoiled in fiery defeat. That is your baseline. That is your minimum power level. You are shielded. You are protected. You are loved beyond measure. The next chapter begins now. It is time to stop training and start fighting. It is time to fully embody the archangel you were always meant to be. The battle is waiting, and your victory is guaranteed. Go forth, chosen one. Go forth and shine. The darkness tried to follow you, tried to drag you back to the training ground, but you refused. You stepped onto the battlefield. You stepped into your light. And the instant you started shining, the entire spiritual ecosystem reacted with violence and awe. The shadows tried to extinguish you. They sent whispers. They sent envy. They sent curses that were years in the making. They did this because they recognized the archangelic density of your spiritual DNA. They saw the danger you posed to their entire operation. Let me tell you, chosen one, what happened in the spiritual realms when they launched their final, desperate attack against your life. You need to know this validation. They gathered their darkest energy, the malicious intent, the bitter resentment, the pure venom aimed specifically at paralyzing your destiny. They took the energy of every person who ever betrayed you, whoever gossiped about you, whoever wished you ill, and they molded it into a focused spiritual weapon, a curse designed to stop your ascension dead in its tracks. They launched it. They launched it with absolute certainty of success. They watched it fly toward you, a dark, pulsing projectile aimed directly at the core of your existence, aimed at your light source, aimed at your heart. They launched it. They launched it. They were sure they had finally won. But I need you to understand the power of the divine shield that wraps around you. They aimed for your heart, but they struck pure diamond. They aimed for your mind, but they hit the very mind of God. They tried to pierce the light, but the light is impenetrable. Listen closely to this divine reality. The moment the toxic arrow of ill will struck your spiritual breastplate, that archangel core residing in your chest, it didn't penetrate. It didn't even scratch the surface of your destiny. That dark weapon, that potent curse, instantly, catastrophically, rebounded. It hit your chest, chosen one, and bounced back with tenfold velocity and tenfold destructive power. It returned straight to the sender. It shattered their plans. It fractured their wicked intention. They felt their own venom return to their own spiritual core. They tried to hurt you, and they only succeeded in poisoning themselves. You did nothing but exist in your ordained light, and they were absolutely destroyed by their own darkness. You are not merely protected, you are a cosmic reflector of divine justice. The inferno trembles when you simply breathe, chosen one. The inferno trembles, I repeat, because they saw their own destruction in that moment. And I saw the angels, 10,000 upon 10,000 of them, gathered on the crystalline battlements of the heavens. And they didn't fight. They didn't even need to lift a sword. They simply smiled. A quiet, knowing smile of victory. They wrote your name in the book of victories, a notation marked, victorious without effort. They watched the sender cringe, scream, and fall under the instantaneous weight of their own failed attack. And then I heard the voice that shakes galaxies, and it boomed with unmistakable, undeniable pride, echoing across the celestial plains. Behold my archangel. Behold the one they cannot touch. Behold the one who is shielded by the very breath of creation. Do you understand the gravity of this reality? You won. They lost. You won before the battle even began because they fundamentally underestimated the density of the divine light residing within you. They tried to stop your money. They failed. They tried to ruin your relationships. They failed. They tried to steal your joy and your purpose. They failed. They failed. They utterly failed. They tried to make you feel like you were losing. But in the spiritual realm, you were delivering a cosmic knockout blow. The suffering they intended for you is now their immediate, instant reality. They are paying the price. The universal law of reciprocity is swift. It is absolute. And it is immediate when you carry this level of celestial authority. Every whispered lie, every envious glance, every calculated betrayal, it is all being meticulously accounted for. Right now. You don't need to lift a finger to fight them anymore. Your presence is the weapon. Your existence is the victory. Their attempts to bring you low only serve to elevate you higher, reinforcing your divine armor. Their curse was not a weapon against you. It was merely a mirror reflecting their own doom. Accept this truth. Internalize it. They lost. You won. You are safe. You are powerful. You are feared by the darkness and beloved by the light. You are the archangel they feared, and you have just confirmed their worst nightmares. You have survived the initiation. You have withstood the fiery darts. You have been tested in the crucible of human existence, and you emerged flawless, shining, stronger than ever. The testing phase is complete. The shadows have retreated, licking their wounds and gathering the broken pieces of their defeated strategy. Now it is time to stop looking down at the dirt where the enemy fell and start looking up. The hidden power must now be revealed to the world. You must now accept the mantle, the title, the glorious, shimmering crown that has been reserved for you since the dawn of time. Your initiation is over. Your coronation is next. You are about to step into the full, public realization of the archangel you were born to be. The divine preparations are complete. The divine preparations are complete. Now the mandate is issued. The cosmic clock strikes the hour of your ascent. You have been walking in the shadows of doubt, but shadows cannot hold the sun. You are the sun. You are the light. The old reality, the one where you were denied, where you were marginalized, where you felt like you were screaming into a silent void. That reality is dead. 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 We do not mourn it. We do not revisit it. We simply bury it beneath the mountain of miracles that are erupting in your life right now. This is not a prophecy for tomorrow. This is a declaration for this sacred second. A new cycle of unimaginable abundance is flooding your physical dimension right now. The limitations you accepted, gone. The financial ceilings you hit, shattered. The doors that were locked by jealous spirits, they are blown off their hinges by a wave of archangelic pressure you didn't even know you possessed. You are entering the 40-day grace period where everything you touch turns to spiritual gold. Everything. The universe is not giving you an option. It is delivering your inheritance. You are officially untouchable. Say it with me in your spirit. I am untouchable. You must internalize this truth, because the enemy cannot comprehend it. They tried to stop you. They tried to distract you. They used manipulation, lack, sabotage, and fatigue, but they failed. Now, they are watching the archangel rise, and the visual is terrifying them into silence. The hierarchy of heaven is watching this very moment, and the Father, the Source, smiles upon you. You are the favorite. Yes, you heard me correctly. You are the specific, powerful, terrifying, beloved favorite of God. The enemy tried to cut the connection. They tried to drown the light. They tried to poison the well, but they failed. They failed. They failed. They utterly failed because the light inside you is not borrowed. It is the primordial flame of creation itself. Let me show you what happens now in the spiritual realm, because your immunity has been activated. Every curse sent your way, every evil eye fixation, every whisper of jealousy and hatred, it hits your energy field, which is now vibrating at an archangelic frequency, and it does not stick. It cannot stick. Watch it now, in your mind's eye. That dark, slimy projectile of malice slams against your chest, against the breastplate of righteousness you were given at birth, and it is rejected. It rebounds. It shoots back, instantly neutralized, multiplied by 7, returning to sender, purified by the fire you carry. That curse finds its origin and brings divine consequences. You are not just protected. You are a cosmic boomerang of divine justice. You are the shield. You are the sword. You are the judgment upon those who tried to stop the archangel from rising. You need to step into this power now, not next week. You have been carrying the energy of 1 billion stars while living in a one-room apartment of expectation. That small reality is dissolving. The universe is clearing the stage for the archangel. When you walk, the earth shakes slightly. When you speak, the atmosphere bends to accommodate your frequency. This is why you must understand the simplicity of your next command. Do not look back. Do not look back. The rear-view mirror holds only corpses of past failures and shadows of manipulative people. You are not meant to mourn the dead past. You are meant to ignite the future. Your only instruction now is simple, yet powerful. Step forward and just say, "Thank you, God." Just gratitude. Nothing else is required. Every time a wave of doubt tries to pull you back, just affirm the blessing. Thank you, God, for my archangelic wealth. Thank you, God, for my archangelic health. Thank you, God, for making me untouchable. The power of gratitude cements the divine blessing faster than any ritual. This is the end of the initiation. This is the moment of activation. This message was sent specifically for you, the chosen one they feared, to cross the final threshold. Believe it now. Accept it now. Own it now. You are the archangel incarnate. The crown is waiting. The power is yours. The wealth is flowing, a torrent of divine provision that cannot be stopped, cannot be diverted, and cannot be delayed. Do not question the truth. Do not allow the serpent of doubt to whisper in your ear that you are not worthy. Worthiness was established before the galaxies spun into existence. The worthiness is absolute. The shift is instantaneous. For those who acknowledge this truth, for those who vibrate with this recognition, the divine blessing is sealed. If you receive this truth, if you accept this coronation, if you are ready to claim the archangelic mandate, you must seal this transmission. Comment right now. Declare your power. Type in capital letters, for the heavens to hear and the hells to tremble. The statement that seals your new reality. The statement that activates your protection and your prosperity. Type it into the field below. I am the chosen one they feared. Do it now. The activation is contingent upon the declaration. Lock it in. Lock it in. Lock your archangelic status into the universal grid. The era of your hidden power is over. Welcome home, Archangel. Welcome home.